this agenda of Penina Malonza. You remember when the cabinet secretary is appointed by our president, the Venezuela's president, were before the committee, the parliamentary committee that was constituted by Ruto, chaired by our speaker, Moses Wetangula. All the other CS appointed qualified except one. Because from what we know, for you to be a cabinet secretary, you must be experienced, right? And you must be having some years working for the government of Kenya. The government of Kenya will never recruit you if you cannot, and if you do not have any experience within the government sector. You are aware Malonza is somebody from the NGO side. Order. You are aware Malonza has been working for the NGO since he left university. You remember he went to University of Nairobi, and worked here in Machakos, worked here in Nairobi, worked here in Kitengela, worked again in Marsabit, and just came back to Nairobi and has been appointed the CS for, tourism, right? And we believe, even if you ask him, he was asked, what are you going to do for this sector of tourism? He can't express herself because what she knows is this area of NGOs. And if you are an NGO, if you work for a long time in NGO, coming back to the government, it will be a challenge to her. But you remember today when His Excellency, the Venezuela's president, was warning the cabinet that if you don't do right things, you will have a problem with me. He already knows that he has a cabinet with problems. For example, if I may start, Moses Kuria. I'm sorry to say this in public, but it is a reality. Moses Kuria will not deliver for the people of Kenya. That is honestly speaking to the people. Number two, the person that is not going to deliver in that cabinet is obviously Onesmus Kipchumba Murkomen, who is a politically smart, but he cannot be a manager. You know, we are looking for a manager position. So we are very sorry for Ruto for having appointed a very fake and non-performance to his cabinet. I'm very sorry for him because he must be aware that he's going to lose it from the word go. Number two, the issue of this uchumi ya Kenya that is going to be raised by our president in the next 1 year. I believe very well, and I remember vividly during his campaign, and he stood here, I remember, just 10 meters away from where I'm standing. Na alisema, in 100 days time, uchumi ya Kenya itakuwa sawa sawa. For example, for instance, I remember the maize flour, we call it milcon, right? The maize flour was going to be lowered from 230 to 70 shillings. Today is going up to 250. So now he's telling us, coming back and telling us he's going to fix this in another 1 year time. I'm very sorry, Kenyans who voted in Ruto. May I see your hands up if you voted for Ruto, kindly? Kindly, if you voted for Ruto. Yeah, if you voted for Ruto, kindly. Shame on you. Shame on you. There are only two. They are hiding, and I believe they are quite a good number here. So this is the thing that Kenyans must have in mind. Come 3 months after today, you are all going to be on the street demanding for Ruto to reduce the price of unga to 70 shillings that he promised us. And I believe the people that are going to start is you who voted for him and you who voted for him. Because I know saa hii mko njaa sana. Hata vile nawaona. Sisi kama tulikuwa tumesema baba aingie kwa State House, tulikuwa tumejipanga. Na mlisema ni Ruto, wacha aende. Sasa sisi tulikuwa tumejipanga kwa sababu we knew what was going to take place after a year. I'm telling you, Kenya is going to be sold. Right now, we don't know who is going to pay back our debt. You remember the Chinas they need back their money. Are you aware? Yeah, they need back their money, but we cannot pay. So we are we have been blacklisted as a country. Remember, we have been blacklisted as a country. We will not go anywhere. Ruto is not allowed to take any loan from IMF. For those who don't know, you refer to me later. IMF, Ruto is not allowed. He's blacklisted because we have taken enough, right? So I don't know where he's going to get the money to develop this country, but this is the people that gave him the mandate. He has got the mandate to do right, everything right for the people of Kenya, who believed in him, and he must do just that. I don't know, the third one was about the...
The third one was about is it justifiable for the honorable members to want to more allowances?
Okay, the issue of allowances at the honorable members, we start with the government officials like cabinet secretaries. We go to members of parliament, members of the Senate. I openly say they need that money. They must be given that allowance. Kindly, even if you are there as a member of parliament, today I believe some of you will be there. Some of you, in 2 or 3 years, I see them here. Wanaongea hapa saa hii. Wako. They are very bright people here that are going to be in that parliament. Whether it be through an MCA or an MP or a Senate. They are here. So, on that issue of allowances to our weshimiwa, most specifically to the members of the Senate, because I know some of us will be in that Senate come 2027. And I tell you, be keen in this mbunge. Just be keen and you will see some of us here in that Senate. Because that is a house for everybody. So I want to say, that let their dues be paid, but not increase as they demand. Let it stay where it was before. Salary and Remuneration Commission must structure the kind of allowance given to each and every position in the government, starting from our commissioners, our member of the parliament, and our Senate, and any other government official. So for that allowance, I just want to tell Ruto, pay the state officials their allowances. It is a must. It has been there. Ukitoa saa hii, utakuwa na shida. Lazima lipe, na sijui atatoa wapi. But lazima ilipwe. Finally, if I am finishing, I want to state here categorically that I want to appreciate our media for taking us, maybe making us being known. But when you come to the floor, kindly don't incite members. Kuna wale ambao wanatema maneno. Ukitema maneno, mtu anasikia vibaya pale na pale. I believe our friends from UDA, they are always coming here. I'm sorry to say this because they have no agenda. Ukweli ama uongo. Let us just say the truth. So when no, it is a reality. We don't want to joke. They don't know how to fix their mess. So they are relying on us to come and say something very bad so that hii bunge iharibike. Haitafanyika hivyo. Hii bunge lazima itaendelea. They have been sent here to come and say bad things so that we react na bunge iishe. You saw that yesterday here. Haitaharibika. And I'm warning anybody that will be coming here next with upuzi na vitu mbaya mbaya. Unasema kwa media vitu za, like for example when you talk about Ruto, Uhuru Kenyatta taking all the money from the treasury now going home with, is that really justifiable? Can you really? It is not something that you should not even say in public. Kama angechukua pesa ya Wakenya ameenda nayo sijui Dubai, ilikuwa pesa ngapi? Nani alimtumia kwa sababu yeye hawezi ingia kwa treasury peke yake achukue pesa. So you must be very upright when you come here and talk of issues of our former president, whom we respect a lot. And Right Honorable Lamolo Odinga, never ever say any negative thing about Baba. If you say that, happen tunatumalizana tu hapa. Hapa tutamalizana tu hapa tu. Don't ever say, yes, thank you. Yes. Don't ever come here and tell us any rubbish thing about Baba. Baba is ever right. And if he is not right, you are the person who is wrong. Thank you very much.